We're in beautiful Moab, Utah today doing a home inspection, so let's go check out this house. I'll start on the exterior. Now the public sidewalk isn't part of the home inspection, but I'll take a look at it just as courtesy. Take a look at the surface and the curb, look for any trip hazards. And right here, there's a bit of a retaining wall. I'll put that in the report, just some damage here. Coming up on the driveway, looks pretty good. Basic gravel driveway and parking area. It's a carport, open on 3 sides. So what I want to do is take a look at the load-bearing beams at the bottom and do a little pick test. Can't report on anything I can't observe, like buried components, but looks pretty good. No defects observed. All exterior receptacles need to be GFCI protected, so get out my tester and test the GFCI. I'll take a look at the exterior and the grading around the house and the hard surfaces, like this front walk. We've got a bit of a settlement here at the front, small trip hazard, where there is some displacement right where the cleanouts are for the main sewer line. So surface looks pretty good, except for a little settlement right here. That's pretty minor. And the grading around the house is relatively flat, so I'll take a look around at the bottom where the house meets the grading, but it looks pretty good so far. Not a whole lot of rain in Moab, Utah, but the downspout should be diverting water away from the house. This one isn't. It's actually being used for cable line. Not a great idea. Let's go through the fence, take a look at the fences in the backyard. And we've got a concrete patio back here. Make sure it's sloped away from the house. Again, some settlement and small trip hazard at this area. But it's not too bad. But I'll put it in my report, just as a mention. And now the siding, I could take a look to see what kind of materials there are, but we've got hard coat stucco and wood siding, so I want to identify the type of siding. Looks like we've got some house wrap exposed, and my concern here is where this wooden siding meets the concrete patio in the back. I can see the styrofoam insulation. Ideally, that insulation would not be exposed, so I want to probe a little bit and take a look at any kind of damage at that insulation area, and ideally it wouldn't be exposed. So I'm going to take a further look. Outdoor hose bibs, they're functional. This one's a little unstable though. Could be supported a little bit better. And there's the exhaust for the gas-fired heating system and the hot water tank. And then over there, there's another exhaust coming out of the overhang, and that looks like a bathroom fan vent. I'll take a look at that. Hot day today in Utah, so the air conditioner is on. I want it to be stable, and the refrigerant lines, especially the suction line, insulated. But the one concern is don't have a disconnect within reach. But wait, here it is. So it's right by the main meter. Here's the main disconnect. It's 150 amps, and the disconnect for the air conditioner unit is right here. 30 amp disconnect. That's for the shed or the carport, and 150 amps. So 150 amps, 1.5. So the refrigerant line is insulated. That's good. It needs obviously some service and cleaning. The fins are not allowing the unit to operate efficiently, so we need a little cleaning here. It's on a good concrete base, so that's good. Public gas meter, wouldn't worry too much about the surface rust at all. Looks like it's tight where it goes through the house. No defects. Stucco on the house is looking in pretty good shape. Just looking for major cracks, damage. I don't see any. My one concern though is this water stain. So we've got water coming off of the top here. This little ledge here probably puddles up, brings that rusty water down from the siding right down this window here. So I'm going to get my infrared camera, moisture meter, and take a look, see what's going on this siding of the stucco. The flat roof on this house is in really good shape. No ponding, no surface cracks. The surface looks really good. So I'll take a look at the flashing areas where the roof meets something else, part of the building component. And the carport roof looks in really good shape as well. Bathroom exhaust. And over here is the dryer exhaust. And got some lint in it. Should be cleaned out. Here's the main electrical panel. It's in the laundry room. Remember, disconnect 150 amps on the outside by the meter. And here's the breakers. They're all labeled. Got a couple of AFCIs, but they are mislabeled. They were labeled dryer, but actually the dryer is here. This is master bedroom. This one is still dryer, but I'm not sure if that's properly labeled. So the panel looks good, properly labeled, and main disconnect is outside, 150 amps. In the laundry, clothes washer, dryer, we saw the exhaust for the dryer outside on the roof. That needs to be cleaned up, and I'm going to take a look at the hoses, make sure they're not leaking, the drainage hose, and GFCI protection. In the kitchen, it's just about the same for every kitchen. Run hot and cold water at the sink, look for water leaks, turn on a short cycle of the dishwasher, stove, oven, microwave, test that, GFCIs, countertops, cabinets, floor, and we have an island here, so I'm going to push that and see if it moves. It can't move, and we need GFCI protection. Quick way of testing the microwave is throw a wet paper towel in the microwave and turn it on for 10 seconds, see what happens. Inspecting the bathrooms, they're about the same, every one. There's two in this house, so we're going to take a look at the toilet, flush the toilet, run the sink and the shower all at the same time, look for water leaks. The tub we're going to fill up and drain, and take a look at the tiles in the shower and test the GFCI receptacles, look at the water traps and the valves, the floor surfaces, the countertops, the mirror, the floor, walls and ceilings and doors, and we're going to do that for each bathroom. And we're going to wrap up with the interior. We're going to do doors, windows, representative number, test the receptacles, take a look at the handrails and the surfaces of the ceiling, walls, floors, and wrap this up with a quick infrared scan. So I've got my infrared camera, and I'm going to take a look at the walls and ceilings. And outside in Moab, Utah, it's 100 degrees. So I'm going to see if I can find any energy deficiencies or anomalies in the walls, second floor ceiling, and take a look maybe at that one area where we had potential water problems with the ledge. I'm going to take a look at that with my infrared and follow up with my moisture meter. Alright, so that was our home inspection in Moab, Utah. Not every home has major problems, but some do. But for sure, every home should be inspected every year as part of a homeowner's routine home maintenance plan. I'm Ben Gromicko from InterNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And I'll see you out there on the next inspection.